Guys, help. How could you not see me? I'm right here.
I didn't see. Oh! These little motherfuckers. You're straight getting mugged right now. I didn't see they were like following you.
They're all fucking them up.
Oh my fucking god. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sweezy Jim, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video, it is the determine, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion of overall whether Fallout 76 is worth your time. So, I've played countless hours on the Fallout 76 betas. I played through the full 4 hours on the Saturday beta and almost the full 8 hours on the Sunday beta. Also, you know, with the the Tuesday beta and then yada yada yada, Tuesday and Thursday beta. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys. I'm gonna be sharing you guys my 4 pros that I have and 4 cons that I have. That maybe will draft your opinions on whether you want to get the game. And the cons are kind of nitpicky. I've actually, my overall opinion, I'll give you guys at the end, but just to say right now, I've had a blast playing this game so far. But yeah, let's get into the pros. I guess the first pro is being with people. I've had a blast being with people. It's made Fallout more alive again. You know, having other people in the server, you know, having a squad with you, you know, chilling out, you know, building together, surviving together, going through the different planes, and you know, it was so much fun because we were going through, we were going up by the Greenbrier Hotel, you know, up by towards the what is it called, the top of the world, or the tip of the world, or whatever it's called. You know, we could go up there, and on top of that, you know, that place was awesome too. But we were by the Greenbrier Hotel, and we were like, and we saw Scorch Beast, which is level 50, and we're all like level, you know, 12, 11, 13, you know, 7, Mini was 7, and we were running through this golf course. There was no houses, no nothing. This big ass Scorch Beast was flying towards us, and we were just having fun. We were just running. We were like, oh my god, run! And then we were running, and then out of nowhere, that like purple guy, I forget what his name is. I think he's like the woods monster or something like that. But he's like some type of monster that makes the other monsters nearby possessed and makes them under his command. And he was like the Greenwoods monster or something like that. And he popped up too, and he was like level 30. And we were like, oh my god! So we were kind of in a sticky situation. And then finally he left. But it was pretty cool. It was an awesome experience. And you know, it would have been cool, you know, it would have been awesome, you know, in single player, you know, being by yourself, but being with a squad and having multiple people share their opinions and freak out as much as you are right now, and it's really enjoyable. It's really cool, and I'm glad that I was able to play and experience this with my friends and everything, and it's awesome to be able to link with your friends and just have a good time, you know, survive together, play together, trade together, kill together, survive together. It's just a lot of fun, and it brings me joy back to the Fallout universe, and I'm so pumped for this full release when it fully comes out. And technically, we were playing the full entire game. Your stuff does transfer over, which I think is awesome. That's why I actually grinded out this game, is because your stuff does actually transfer over. And that's why the betas were only like 4 hours, 5 hours, you know, stuff like that. They weren't all for a full week. And just, you know, on the Saturday beta, I got in and I logged in. I was by myself, and I didn't know there was a proximity chat, which was freaking awesome. That gives me a solid, you know, approval from me that they have a proximity chat, which I thought was freaking awesome. And me and him both came around the same corner, and I scared him, and it was pretty funny. And he scared me kind of, and we were like, holy shit. And they were kind of talking about it like, oh my god, dude, you actually scared me, because I didn't, you know anyone was here. And we began to talk, and then we linked as a squad. He invited me to a squad, and we played through the full 4 hours of the beta together. And we linked up with one of his friends that just randomly was in the server with us and walked in at the same time, and we were like, holy shit! You know, he was like, holy shit, what's up, man? And we began to play with him, and he was awesome. And it was awesome to make a few friends, and I met new people. That's awesome. I love the fact that in a new game, in an online game, excuse me, in an online game, I'm able to meet brand new people. I thought that was freaking awesome, the fact that I was able to do that. So, the next pro on this list is more of a survival aspect. Fallout has had a survival aspect. They've had their kind of, yada, yada, yada. It's a Fallout game and stuff like that. But in this game, it's different. You have to eat, you have to drink. If you don't eat or drink, your running turns very slow. You could eventually get diseases. Your health, goes slower. You run slower. You can get, those diseases actually, some of them can give you benefits. Some can actually hurt you in some ways. I think that's awesome. The fact that you got to realize, stop and think oh shit, I gotta eat, or I gotta find food, I gotta find water, I gotta, get a base or get a house and have a water purifier outside of it or something like that and try to survive. And the fact that a lot of stuff is very scarce in that game. It's just the fact that, oh crap, I only have I have to actually kill animals to get food, to cook that food, to eat that food, to, get my hunger up. I can't, just put a stim pack in. I'll be good. I got my health. I got my million stim packs. Bing, I'm good on health. Bing, I'm good on health. In the Fallout games, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, I was very used to that. And going into this game, you actually have to have a survival aspect, and it brings, the cooking station, the weapon workbench, all of the different stuff that, you kind of just had laying around, okay, I customized some of my guns in Fallout, I'm good for the rest of my playthrough, yada, yada, yada. And, oh yeah, my guns, they'll never break, I'm good, I'll have the most powerful guns in the game, and I'll just go through the campaign like it's nothing. And now your guns break, like the old Fallouts. I'm saying more Fallout 4, because this is more Fallout 4-y, and I've dumped more hours in Fallout 4 than I have New Vegas and Fallout 3. But, oh, my guns won't break and everything, but now your guns do break. And if you're in a situation where you don't have an extra gun at hand with ammo, you're fucked. And if you're in a firefight and your gun, bink, it breaks and it's out of your hands, and all you have is your fists, you better start running, because, it just brings it more of a tactical, survival aspect to it. Okay, how am I going to plan out this situation? Is my gun good? Is it good, is it good to be in a firefight situation for a little while? Am I good to be able to, go through this shit for a little while, and everything? Am I okay? Is my gun going to break? Is my, my hunger up, my food, my thirst up? Am I good to go? You got to think about those things. That's awesome. It brings more of a interesting and more of a lively aspect to Fallout. And it just makes me very, very happy. And I'm like, all right, this is really cool. I love survival games, and this just makes it very, very warm in my heart. So the next thing is PvP is very tame. That's my third pro. The fact that somebody can't just walk up to you from afar, snipe you, and steal your shit, or steal your junk. The only thing that people can steal is your junk, which I think is awesome, by the way. People can't just come and kill you and steal all your guns, steal all your clothing, steal everything that you've worked hard for. Excuse me. Everything you worked hard for, they can't just come up and steal. Only your junk gets stolen, and you can easily go and scavenge for more junk if they steal it. And the fact that they can't, do that, but if you turn around and you fire at them, then it triggers the passive mode is off, and it's gunplay, it's gun time, and it's ready to freaking go, it's combat, and that's when your health starts depleting a lot faster, and now you can start to tell who's got the better guns and who has the better skill. When you're in that PvP situation. And if, somebody's bothering you, you could just teleport away. Teleport to a far location away, where they'll never bother you, or just go to a different server. I thought the fact that, somebody's going to roll up and just kill me all the time, kill me. I thought I was going to lose all my stuff, but no, it's very, very tame. And I really do like it. I like the fact that they've done this way, and they made it a very, very good, solid multiplayer experience with PvP also. It just makes it a lot more fun, and it just makes, someone not, someone, even if someone's scared like me and that guy, we didn't just roll around and start shooting at each other like, oh shit, bop, or he shot at me and just instantly damaged my health. No. I mean, yeah, it depletes over time, but very, very slowly. If someone starts shooting at you, it's very, very slowly. Your health has to be at a minimum for someone to walk up and kill you out of the combat mode. But yeah, I really like the PvP and how they made it go in this game. I really do like it. The very, very last con is that quests and events are actually fun. I thought, the quests were going to be boring. Like, okay, holotapes, yada, yada, yada. The NPCs, all this different crap. And really, the only NPCs, when they said, oh, there's going to be no raiders. There's going to be no, people. I was like, oh, great. So there's only going to be ghouls, and there's only going to be that new Scorched. Cool. Or the newer enemies that are going to be in Fallout 76. I heard there was going to be a bunch, but, I was like, oh, great. So we're going to be fighting little crawling monsters. And it's like, no. The Scorched take the Raiders' position, which they do a hell of a job for. They travel in packs. They actually talk sometimes. They use guns. They're like Raiders. And some of the new enemies are actually pretty cool, too. And on top of that, the events, they give you a lot of good rewards. They're actually very, very good. They're step things, and those, doing those events could lead you to, building your base there. It could give you power. We did an event where we had to fix this nuclear power plant, and once we did that, we had power for the whole nuclear power plant. We built our base there, and we farmed fusion cores. If you don't know what a fusion core is, basically that's what you do to power armor. That's what you do to power armor. You stick that thing in the back of it, and it powers your power armor. It's kind of a funny tongue twister. We farmed off of that, and it's really cool, the fact that, doing those events can be beneficial to your survival and to your need. And that's what I really like about it. They're not just, oh, do the event, get a few rewards, yada, yada, yada. You're done. No, this actually is beneficial to your survival. Like, if you want to build a base here, you can. If you want to start farming stuff that's actually going to be useful in the end, go for it. And you can actually do that. And I love that type of aspect for it. It's just awesome the way that they nailed these quests, and the quests aren't boring at all. They're still, actual human bodies that are dead here, that are actually dead on here, but they're not alive, but they're dead, but they're still like raider corpses and stuff like that, so they're not really gone in a way. And it's really cool how they integrated that into the Fallout 76 world, not having NPCs to be able to talk to you and stuff like that. You're getting them from like robots and stuff like that, and holotapes, which I think they did a pretty good job on it. I think so. For an online game, for their first ever online game, I think they killed it. They did a really good job. So now on to the cons. My first ever con is very, very obnoxious. I'm going to see if I can find a clip for it. If I can't, then it won't be in this video. But I'm sure a lot of people have had this problem, and that is the gun firing glitch. Oh my god. When you walk in this town, that's actually here in this footage, near this area, near Fallout 76, where you actually get out, is where you first do to the quest. It's that little church town and everything where you go through. And once you enter that town, this loud and obnoxious gunfire goes on. It actually kind of sounds like someone has a hammer, and that's right next to your ear, and they're banging on metal right next to your ear, and it is so annoying and so obnoxiously, and it's like, oh, then just leave the town. No, it follows you. It glitches into your audio thing and follows you to the point where you literally have to close the application and come back in and never go to that town again. And nobody ever goes in that town anymore. People go in the outskirts of the town because it doesn't happen. But the inner area of the town, that happens, and then it follows you around everywhere, and it's so annoying. And sometimes it scares you, and you're like, oh my god, this is fucking scary. Not scary, but it kind of just frightens you for a minute because it's so loud. Everything's so quiet, and you're running through this area, and you're trying to loot and everything. All you're in your ear, and you're like, oh my god, that's freaking loud, and sometimes it kind of spooks you, and it was really annoying. I know it's a glitch, and hopefully they do patch this. Hopefully other people, notice this like me, and hopefully more famous, really up there Fallout YouTubers notice this glitch, and hopefully Bethesda, they tackle this and they get this done. The second con is that stim packs are really expensive. I think they should just I get it that stuff's supposed to be scarce, but when caps are very scarce also, and when you get up to 400 caps and you're slowly getting up there, and you're getting up to getting better caps, and you literally have to spend 80 something caps on one stim pack, and if you want to get more, you're in that situation where like, oh my god, I just used like 5 stim packs in one combat situation, I gotta go get more, or and I can't find any, so I had to go to a vendor and try to get it, and it's so expensive that you just die all the time, and it's so annoying. And I'm like, it needs to be at least 40 caps for a, and I get it, they have a diluted, stim pack, but it doesn't do shit. It doesn't really do as much as a stim pack does. And, like that pack of 3 that I bought was like 200 and something caps. Literally took the whole chunk out of my money just to buy 3 stim packs that I used in not even a minute, because I was in a combat situation where some of the enemies were a little bit higher than me and they were shooting me a lot and they damaged my health and armor and everything. So I thought that was a very, very bad con. It was just very obnoxious, very annoying, and I was like, all right, this is just getting out of hand. So the next con is that guns break very fast. I get it that they're, like I said, kind of contradicting myself with the whole pro when I said, oh yeah, your gun's able to break, it brings a better survival experience and everything. But when I go through 4 mags of my gun and my gun breaks like that, it's kind of annoying. I feel like it should be realistic in a way where over time, as you use it often, like you go through so many mags, then the gun breaks. And even in Fallout New Vegas, I felt like this wasn't really an issue. I felt like this wasn't really an issue. And even in Fallout 3, going through it, and you had to, it was harder to repair, so which is probably why they, it was slower to degrade, but it's just the fact that, you're in a combat situation, I'm shooting at the guy and I've already wasted like 4 mags into him and stuff like that, and I'm in a combat situation and my gun just breaks, and I'm like, oh shit, great, the gun's fully maxed out, repaired, and it just, in this one combat situation, my gun instantly breaks. I feel like they should dumb it down and make it very, not like, like it takes forever to break, but dumb it down where it's, a little bit better, where it's in the middle, where, it breaks, but it doesn't break for a while. And when it does break, and stuff like that, it takes, you can repair it and stuff like that. I don't want to have to keep repairing it every single time I go out and every single time I'm in a situation. It's just really annoying, and I have to always deal with that. I'm always like, oh, like I'm in a situation where I have to worry about, oh crap, is my gun going to break? I have to check my Pip-Boy, and I'm in this combat situation. I feel like they should, it should deplete slowly, but not that slow. Keep it good like how it is now, but I feel like the guns they just break so quickly, and it's just like, this is annoying, and it needs to be dumbed down a little bit. It's just a little con, but it just needs to be dumbed down a little bit. And the very, very last thing, is frame rate. This was in Fallout 4, which kind of makes me scared of, I'm like, oh, that's a beta. They're going to patch up the frame rate. And even I'm not the only one. I've seen a bunch of people that have complained about this, that, in towns and cities, just like Fallout 4, there was very, very bad frame rate. When I'm in a combat situation, sometimes it's very, very framey. And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot see, I can't aim, I can't do anything. I've kind of, I've just been in a situation where my, my whole screen's kind of fuzzy now, and I'm in a very framey situation. And I'm, my frames are dropping, and I'm like, great, this is really annoying. And even the enemies, it's hard to shoot them because they're lagging and stuff like that because of the frame rate. And I really hope that they patch this. I really hope that they fix it to fix the frame rate, because it's very bad. It's very, very bad, and I hope they fix it. So yeah, that's the end of my pros and cons. My overall opinion about this game, I fucking love it. Yeah, those cons kind of suck. But in all, being with your friends in a survival situation, playing a Fallout game it brings kindness and warmness to my heart. And I love this game to death. Just by playing the beta, which technically you're playing the full entire game. It's just a timed, beta for the game. And I thought it was awesome getting the spacesuits. We all have the matching spacesuits. It was just awesome wandering the wasteland with my friends. It's a blast. It's a blast. to play. It's an awesome game to just chill out with your friends. Sometimes you got to cook some things, and it's just a very fun game. It's a solid game. With those, if those little things get fixed, it'll be a solid and awesome game to play. I've already been having a blast playing this game. I'm gonna miss it until November 14th when it fully releases. But my overall opinion, I love this game. It's awesome. It has a lot of potential. And the fact that it's exceeded my expectations so much, I thought this game was going to be shit from the get-go, and I thought I was never going to like this. Same thing with ESO. I was a huge Skyrim fan. Not as much as I am a Fallout fan, but I was a huge Skyrim fan, and then when ESO came out, I was like, oh yeah, an online Skyrim game, let's go. And then it was just shit to me, because it was an MMO, there was dungeons and stuff like that, and I was like, this isn't Skyrim. This isn't what I used to play. I don't like this at all. And the fact that it's literally what I've dreamt of, a Fallout online. Oh my god, I am in heaven. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I finally got to play it. It exceeded my expectations so much, and it just made me a very happy camper. And I'm being a Fallout fan for years, and just seeing this game be so good as it is, oh my god, I am just so pumped. And it's the reason why I love Bethesda so much, and when they make their Fallout titles. And so yeah, this video is very long, but hopefully share your opinions down below what you guys think about Fallout 76. I'm Sweezy Jim, and it's been real. See you guys later. Peace.